2012 Republican presidential candidate and former CEO of Godfather's Pizza, Herman Cain, has died from COVID-19. Now, this news comes about a month after his official account announced that he contracted the coronavirus. So this was posted on July 2nd. The Herman Cain account tweeted out, "We are sorry to announce that Herman Cain has tested positive for COVID-19 and is currently receiving treatment in an Atlanta area hospital. Please keep him and all who are battling this virus in your prayers." Now, they went on to say that they weren't clear where he got the coronavirus, but about a week earlier, he was here in Tulsa at a Trump rally. Herman Cain account tweeting out on June 20th. "Here's just a few of the hashtag Black Voices for Trump at tonight's rally. Having a fantastic time. Nobody here, wearing masks. The vast majority of people at that rally, that about 6,000 people attended, all bunched together, not wearing masks, indoors." I make that point because people always say, "Oh, how about all the protests going on?" The protests are outside. And most people, if you watch videos of the protests, they're also wearing masks. And there's been a lot of data now to show that people are not getting coronavirus from these protests. It is not leading to the increase. There's protests all over the world, by the way. In Canada, we have lots of protests. Our numbers are coming down, and I'm going to show you in a minute how the U.S. compares to other countries. But this is an indoor rally. Most people not wearing masks, bunched together. Clearly, somebody was going to get the virus. And I've heard, there's other stories of other people that attended also getting it that are, people that aren't public figures. But here, Herman Cain, it appears this is where he got the virus. And this also comes a few days after his staff had released a statement saying that he's doing fine. So Herman Cain here, this is from July 27th. Herman Cain receiving oxygen and getting better while battling COVID-19. Of course, then he dies. Now, look, this is one of these things where, my heart goes out to him and his family, to his family. Here's a situation where a man, I'm going to get to two different views on Herman Cain in a second here, but a man that used his platform not for good, used his platform to support Trump through all the racism, all the xenophobia, all the corruption. Herman Cain didn't care, backed Trump. Here's an example that Vic Berger posted on Twitter.
"Donald Trump is not a racist."
So that's what Herman Cain used his platform for. But at the same time, people that knew him personally, that were not politically aligned with him, also knew him as somebody who was kind on a personal level. Now, look, I struggle with this because this really doesn't matter. How Herman Cain is on a personal level really doesn't matter for a public figure. What actually matters for the public, for people like you, is his impact on society as a public figure. But with that said, I think it's still just worth pointing this out. Lee Fung here tweeting out, "Herman Cain was a lot of fun to cover as a reporter, always a sharp wit and kind, even to reporters he viewed as part of the opposition. The last time I saw him, he was happy just to get lunch and talk politics, even though we have so little in common. Condolences to his family." Now, what this kind of tells me is Herman Cain viewed politics more of a team sport as opposed to the way it impacts real people's lives. And this is the impression I get from a lot of conservatives in public spaces. Their lives are fine. They've mostly been fine for most of their lives, that they've enjoyed, whether it's privilege, wealth, they've done all right. And they're unable to empathize or understand other people's situations. And their view of politics is, oh, this is just a team sport. You're Democrats, I'm Republicans, and we're just playing this game. Politics is not a game. So while Herman Cain may be kind on a personal level, clearly he had a negative impact as somebody in the public eye, had a negative impact on society. in terms of his impact on politics. Now, let me go to the numbers. So this is the update right now on, this is from the CDC. Cases in the U.S. updated as of July 29th. Total cases about 4.3 million. Total deaths almost 150,000. And to put this into context, here is daily new confirmed COVID-19 cases per million people. I always link to all these links below the video under sources, so you can check this graph yourself. You can also add countries, do whatever you want. But here's the data. Daily new confirmed COVID-19 cases per million people shown as the rolling 7-day average. Look at the US compared to Australia, France, Canada, the UK. I mean, this is a leadership issue. Even under, the UK has a conservative prime minister. But Donald Trump is more than just a conservative. He's a neo-fascist. He really does not care about the people. It's all about his personal image. And you see with something as simple as, financial help for people. All these other countries have some sort of real financial help for individuals to be able to, if they lost their job, still be able to pay the bills. Like in Canada, for example, $2,000 a month, CERB. It's a something you apply for if you lost your job or have to stay home, take care of your kids. You get $2,000 a month. That helps with the groceries, the rent. The U.S., Americans, what do you get? One-time check? So you create a scenario where people feel the need that they have to go back out and go back to work. And they have to be out there, be in public. And you combine that with the fact that masks were not taken seriously as a way to help to prevent the coronavirus. And it's the perfect storm. So, there was some weird confusion, I guess, at the beginning of this pandemic about masks. But it was always obvious that masks do something. I mean, surgeons wear them when they're operating on people. They prevent, at the very least, they prevent your own germs from going out. At least as much as they would otherwise. So that was kind of the point of wearing a mask, is if everyone wears it, or if you're wearing it, then it should encourage the other person to wear it. If everyone's wearing a mask, then even if you have the coronavirus and are asymptomatic and you don't realize you have it, but you're wearing a mask, you are less likely to infect other people. And the only confusion, I guess, was around medical masks. Because at the beginning, there was a discussion that you have to ensure that you're not buying medical masks, as those should be saved for the healthcare professionals, so the N95 masks. But you could put on a cloth mask or a paper mask. Yet a lot of Americans didn't do that. And even, look, if you go back to the beginning of the pandemic, early March, there are videos on YouTube about how to make your own mask. So I don't think there was really that much confusion about masks at the beginning, though there appears to be, different opinions on that now. But regardless, it didn't happen. The mask didn't happen. The financial assistance didn't really happen. And this is the result of it. So, again, look, for what it's worth, even my political enemies, I don't want them to die from coronavirus. Even if they think it's a hoax, they don't believe it. It doesn't do anything for me when this happens. But what this does do is it shows you when you don't take science seriously, this is what happens.